Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Kevin Man and Matt Dominant, I present to you the Growband 2.0. Loved by some, hated by Kevin, ridiculed by Matt. Jokes aside, there is a lot of discussion back and forth whether things like blood flow have an effect on hair loss. Popular hair loss YouTubers like Kevin and Matt claims this to be completely false, while studies, science, and evidence suggest that mechanical stimulation have an effect on hair loss. This is why I got myself this. And I don't mean a cardboard box, even though that would have been a cool video, you know.
Can a cardboard box stimulate hair growth?
What I have inside this bad boy is the newest product from Hairguard, the Hair Mutilator 2000. Or as they call it, Growband 2.0. If you didn't get this joke, go watch Idiocracy. It is a hidden gem of old movies. Let's talk about why I decided to give this PlayStation VR lookalike a run for its money. A few weeks back, I did a video on scalp massages and how to do them properly according to science to gain effect from them. I explained in the video how the gene WNT is getting upregulated by both scalp massages and minoxidil, indicating that minoxidil and scalp massages share the same mechanism of action to stimulate hair growth. This resulted in an email asking me about my opinion on the Growband from Hairguard. After some digging, I found a bunch of studies on scalp massages proving its efficacy downregulating hair loss related genes like the IL-6 gene and upregulating the NOGGIN or knocking gene that is associated with hair growth. And then I found some really interesting studies showing the difference between a patient's start with scalp massages and the end results after a whooping 650 hours of scalp massages. 650 hours is complete and ridiculous to aim for. The results are amazing, but honestly, who has time for 650 hours of scalp massages? That is why I decided to give the Growband a go, because the study shows that it works, but I'm not going to sit and massage my scalp for 20 minutes a day. That is completely bonkers and I don't have time for that. So I figured instead of me trying to do 20 minutes of scalp massages a day, I wanted to see if this bad boy actually could do the job for me. It is time to check out what is inside this box of hair loss wonders. And at the bottom of it, we find this. I don't know really what's inside it, so let's go and take a look at it. So just to spare you guys from all the fussing and buzzing from the cardboard box and all the paper inside, I just decided to clean my table before we continued. So let's take a look at what you actually are getting when you buy the Growband 2.0. Welcome to your new Growband Pro. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not really gonna read the instructions. I mean, whoever reads the instruction for anything.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
So let's just take a look at what's in there. I know the Growband is supposed to work by using air pressure to move the subcutaneous tissue on your scalp up. And from there, it will actually stimulate the massage or whatever you'll call it from here on. So I'm going to stop this video shortly because what I said in the video about this and not reading the instruction, that was not so smart. So the next 20 minutes after that point, I actually spent figuring out how the product worked. I was not very good at figuring out myself because you actually need some of the advice from this instruction manual. They did a really good job figuring out some of the problems that you are going to stumble upon while you try and use it. And they explain what to do if you stumble upon these problems. Of course, since I didn't read this, I didn't know this, so I didn't have any guidance. Next thing is that I thought the machine were too weak, but I didn't know how to check if the machine were properly charged. So I was using a machine with like 10% power. Just me being a complete, utterly fool. So guys, if you get the Growband for yourself and if you get anything else like this, read the instructions. They're there for a really good reason. So as you can see probably out here at the side right now, I'm just fast forwarding the whole stuff. After a few days, I'm really amazed of how the product works. I just didn't know how to use it and I didn't know how to charge it. So don't be like me and read the instructions if you get the product. And without further ado, I'm going to show you the end of the video and you can just see my final conclusions and compare them to what I have now. So we ended up at 10,000. I bumped the settings up a bit further. I'm going to play around with this a bit more. Here's the thing, guys. I don't know how this is going to work out. I'm going to be completely honest. I think the product is a great idea. I'm not sure if the pressure is enough. It feels like when I go to 10,000, it's getting there now. I might have to sit and play around with the adjustments on the helmet since it's the first time I'm using it. But I'm going to try and use this helmet for the next 3 months and actually see how things are working out for me. If you want to see if the Growband works and what my personal review is going to be on this, I'm going to post a video in maybe like a week or so and tell how I feel the product is working out for me so far and if I think it has any merits to it. My first impression is that it's a really great idea and I'm going to play around, as I said, with it. And in a week or so, maybe 2 weeks, I'll have a new video where I just talk about the settings, how I think they should be set optimally if they can be, and how it's going to work out. I think you need to at least go to the 10,000 to get like a real good pressure. It's just my personal opinion. And I'll keep using this for at least 20 minutes a day for the next 90 days. And then I'll post a video and give my review on whether I think this is a good substitute for minoxidil. So if you want to know more about the Growband, just check it in a few weeks and you'll see what's going on.